The next remake that I absolutely want to destroy is Blade. Now, the original Blade was really good. Like it caught your attention within 10 minutes of the movie, where you had all the people in the club and everybody's bouncing around dancing, and all of a sudden the blood starts coming from the uh, the ceiling and everything, and then you find out these people are vampires. Then all of a sudden you see Blade basically take his knife and you know press it against the floor, and all of a sudden like ensues and just starts killing everybody, going crazy. It was amazing. See, you found out who the main character was right off the get. You find out that it was about vampires and a vampire hunter right off the get. It was great, and that came out what 15 years ago. Caught my attention. Great action movie. You had Whistler, you had Blade, so it was great seeing the dynamic between the two characters. And then you had, of course, you have the bad guys that are trying to rule the world, and they're trying to have the blood god come back. And it was a great story. Very captivating, a lot of action. Enter in 2022, 2023. Kevin Feige wants to resurrect Blade. Where is Wesley Snipes in this? He is nowhere to be found. Apparently, Kevin Feige thinks that he can take an existing brand, slap somebody else in there, and make it good. I guarantee you it's not going to have the same magic that the stuff 15 years ago had. Wesley Snipes was on his game back in the day because he just came off of, multiple movies where he was very successful, and he had the it factor before his legal troubles and all that stuff. Everybody wanted to see his movies, so he was a perfect guy to have this character, and it was one of the original cinematic universe movies, one of the originals. And that was back when it's like, oh, superhero movies aren't gonna sell, and we don't know why people keep on pushing the fact that they want. And then all of a sudden, like now, every other movie is a superhero movie. So obviously, the people 15 years ago were wrong, and I said they were wrong that back then. So now we hear that Blade has two or three directors that have already quit. You have an existing property. So you got a bunch of cooks in the kitchen that have their own little vision of how Blade's supposed to be. That's why remakes never work. You got too many cooks in the kitchen. You have too many people that are trying to get a payday and not make an actual good movie. When it's not gonna be better than the first one. The second one and the third one was I didn't really care for them, but that first one was money, and it grossed a lot of money. Wesley Snipes was great in it. He was Blade. So another thing that just came out is now Ali is unhappy with the film. Who is the lead? Who is playing Blade? Features two lackluster action sequences. Two action sequences in Blade? Like the whole movie is an action movie. What is he going to basically just be fornicating to all these vampire girls and spreading his seed to make the ultimate Blade? I mean, it's an action movie. It says it's 90 pages and there's two lackluster sequences. Feige said that they're to spread it. Feige said to be spread too thin, is what Kevin Feige says. It's an action movie. You shouldn't have to say, you know what? There's two good action sequences in an action movie. I mean, I don't quite understand what the deal is. So they had, I think they've had three directors so far back away from the projects and say, yeah, I'm good. I appreciate it, but I'm good. Knowing that it's not going to have the same magic that the original had. Like if it was me, okay, and they said, Derek, we want you to direct the new Blade movie. Number one, I would refuse because I don't like remakes. because I know it won't have the same magic that the original movie had. And it's like, the producers or whoever thinks they know what they're talking about. Well, we want to have Blade for the 2023 crowd so that the young people can experience the same, thing that people had back then. No, you're never gonna capture those bugs in a bottle. You're never gonna capture the same essence and the same magic that the original film had. All you're doing is just, oh, we need content, so we're just gonna throw it out there. I mean, these people just, they got a ton of money and no brains. And I'm sick of this remake after remake after remake after remake. And it's basically people getting a paycheck and not actually um, making a movie that people give a shit about. I mean, that's basically what it is. Is and here's another thing right here. Okay, so here's the cast, and these three people have been announced. But when you look up filmmakers, look at all the people that have already been put into place, and they just left, and their third director just left the project. Look at all these people. That's because they have cookie cutter production people that they've been using probably on numerous movies. So they've already have all these people announced, and they don't have a director because it's a job to them. They don't care. It's work. It's money. They don't actually care about the movie. They don't actually care about the script. I mean, what do you guys think? Comment in the comment box below, and we'll talk to you on the next one.